This video is going to demonstrate a little hip priming and opening drill that you can spend time doing anywhere, at work, at the gym, at home. As with all things in terms of mobility and strength, the more you do it, the better you get at it. With this one, this is something that, in my opinion, because we spend so much time sitting through travelling to or from work or even sitting at the office, and even those who are on their feet all day but aren't using the full range of motion available at their hips, such as tradesmen, this is an exercise that we can use to develop more mobility and some hip health and strength. So it's called a deep squat, and I'm going to demonstrate it by first taking my shoes off. I like to go barefoot or socks so that I can feel the floor with my feet, and then you notice that my heels are off the floor. That doesn't make this exercise ineffective, but if you've got the full range to get your heels on the floor, by all means do so. Obviously I'm lacking some of that range. So we're in this deep squat, and then I'm going to try and get my hands flat on the floor so that I can round out my back and get a little bit of mobility happening in my spine and my deep hip. So I'm going to sit into this deep squat position and take a deep breath into my belly, my chest, my upper back. Take a little note, if you can, when I take my deep breath in, you can see my spine start to move and curve a little. So I'm actually trying to improve a bit more of my curvature through my spine. I've got a few flat spots that I'm breathing into. I'll typically spend 2 minutes or 10 nice deep breaths in this position. I'm going to sway from side to side and look for the tightest spots I can find within my hip bone, my leg bone. So there's a tight spot. And I'll just breathe until that tight spot begins to lessen or yield. That's just let go. I'll find another tight spot. There's one. Once I've done 10 breaths, I'm going to take myself from a deep squat into a deep lunge. So the deep lunge, similar principle. I want both hands flat on the floor. This time I'm going to try to keep my heel flat on the floor and work the range available at this front hip while tensioning my back hip. And same principle, I'm going to move this leg around until I find the tight spot and breathe into it. I can even take this one a step further and add a bit of rotation. So I can bring my elbow to my knee and then reach my opposite hand through this gap, and I've now rotated my spine. I'll get that from the front. And I'll do the same thing. I'll find that hip tightness and I'll breathe into it.
Yeah, James